Excuse me?
What are you doing?
I can't hear you.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Taking pictures.
For what?
Because I want to. What do you...
They called the cops.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Look, can you tell them when they call them, can you tell them to bring me a bottle of water? I'm thirsty.
You can tell the cops that.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you. Look how she parked. That's the best way you could park?
How you doing, sir?
That's the best way you could park?
Yes, it is.
The morning was quiet, almost too quiet. Then a figure appeared, camera in hand, moving with purpose. "Excuse me," a voice called out. Tension rippled through the air. What was happening here? Pictures were being taken. No clear reason, no explanation. Questions were sharp, clipped. "For what?" someone demanded. The answer was simple. "Because I want to." Confusion lingered. Calls to the cops were mentioned. A bottle of water requested mid-commotion. Meanwhile, a car was parked haphazardly nearby, drawing judgment. "That's the best way you could park," someone muttered, half in irritation, half in disbelief. Every interaction was a story, every gesture a clue. Calm or chaos. It was impossible to tell which would come next.
Today.
That's crazy. What if somebody needs to
They're
give up?
asking, sir. They're asking for you.
I need your name and badge number. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you either. Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
All right. They're asking for you to leave from in front of this property.
Can I get your name and badge number?
488, Officer Owens.
Officer Owens,
Yes.
488?
Yep.
Okay. They're
Heard
asking...
what I gave you that information, right? Did you hear what I asked you?
No.
They're asking for you to be removed from in front of this property.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So you can record, but you can go down to that corner to the light, but not right here in front of the bank.
Okay.
Okay? I'd appreciate it.
The situation was escalating. Voices overlapping. Questions cutting through the air. What does somebody need to get? The tension was thick. Authorities were on the line, asking for names, badge numbers. "Officer Owens, 488, came a reply. Instructions were clear, but the standoff lingered. The request: move away from the front of the property. Boundaries were drawn in real time, measured and precise. Cameras could still roll, but not here, only at the corner under the light. Compliance met resistance. Curiosity balanced caution. Every exchange felt like a negotiation. Every pause pregnant with uncertainty. And yet, amidst the tension, a silent understanding emerged. Rules were rules, but the story was still unfolding, frame by frame.
All right.
Thank you. You're still recording.
Huh?
You're still standing here recording.
Yeah, yeah.
And I asked you to not record right here in front
So
of
you asking me?
I asked you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going
Let
on?
me see your ID.
ID for what?
Can I have your ID?
No.
Just so I can see who you are.
No, you can't have my ID.
Okay, can you get the camera out of my face?
You all the way over there. The camera not in your
The camera
face.
is in my face. It's pointed directly at me.
Yeah, of
Right.
course. I got to keep it pointed at
Right?
you.
And I'm asking you not to.
You asking again?
You have your ID on you?
Nah, I left my wallet in my other
Where
jeans
you from?
pocket. Where I'm from?
Yeah.
The Earth.
Earth?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you live?
Where you from?
Do you live in Edison?
Where you from?
The encounter didn't end when the officer thanked him. The camera was still rolling, and that alone shifted the mood. A simple request turned into repeated questions. Why are you still recording? Why are you standing here? Then came the demand for identification. Calm refusal followed. No ID was required. The camera wasn't invading space, but perception mattered more than distance. Tension tightened as voices rose, each side holding ground. Questions drifted from legality to identity. Where are you from? Do you live here? The answer stayed controlled, almost absurd, cutting through the pressure. Earth. That was it. No escalation. No sudden move. Just persistence, confusion, and a quiet reminder that knowing your rights doesn't always make encounters easier, but it does make them revealing.
Do you live in Edison?
I don't ask for questions like that.
And I don't either.
Okay. So is this conversation over?
It's not. We both just gonna have to stay here.
Okay.
But they're asking you to not record in front of their property.
Okay.
May I ask you why you're recording?
I want to take pictures.
But this is not a picture. This is a video.
Yeah, it's like 30 frames per second. It's like pictures.
That's not a picture in the video. It's two different things.
It's like multiple pictures all in one.
That's not a picture.
That's what a video is.
Oh, okay. May I ask why you're doing that?
The standstill continued, neither side backing down. Is this conversation over? The words hung in the air, unanswered. Boundaries had been drawn, yet questions kept the tension alive. Recording in front of property was forbidden, but the camera stayed pointed. Every frame captured, every second documented. Why are you recording? Came the inevitable question. The answer was simple, almost mechanical. Pictures, yet the distinction blurred. A video wasn't just a picture. It was hundreds of moments stitched together, a living record. The explanation was met with skepticism, a reminder of how easily intentions can be misunderstood. Rules and rights collided, leaving both sides in quiet standoff, each moment layered with tension, each frame telling a story beyond words.
Yeah.
Sir, may I ask why you're recording in front of this bank? Is it something that I can help you with today?
No, I'm good.
So why are you recording?
I like the building.
They don't want you recording.
I might want to buy this building one day.
It's not for sale.
It might be one day.
Okay.
Everything for sale. Everything got a price on it.
Today it does not.
Yeah. You started messing up my video.
Well, you don't have to know that.
That's a backup?
You know everything else. You tell me.
You guys can 10-8. 10-8. Tell them to 10-8. Can I get your name and badge number, sir? Who?
547.
547 Hughes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I'm asking you to leave from in front of the property.
Again, you asking me.
Well, now I'm telling you. You gotta go.
I'm not leaving. What you gonna do?
The questions kept coming, steady and polite on the surface, but loaded with intent. Why record a bank? Was there something wrong? The answer never changed. Nothing was needed. The building was the subject. Simple. Ownership wasn't the point, even if one day it might be. Everything has a price, just not today. The mood shifted when the recording was interrupted. Backup plans were mentioned. Code were referenced, and another badge number entered the frame. Officer Hughes, 547. The request to leave was repeated, this time firmer. What started as a conversation had turned into an order, and with that, the moment crystallized. Compliance or confrontation. Stay or go. The camera kept rolling as the question lingered. What happens when someone refuses to move?
You gonna arrest me from standing here? Why I can't stand here?
Excuse me?
Why I can't stand here?
That's what you're doing.
What I'm doing?
You tell me.
I'm recording.
And they don't want you to.
It's a constant.
Right. They're worried that you're going to be sending their customers.
But isn't this a constitutionally protected activity?
They're worried
that you then you
customers away. The customers
isn't it?
Are you a customer of TD?
I don't answer questions like that.
The customers that they ask when they go inside,
Okay.
complaining about you.
About what?
Now you're bringing the problem.
What are they complaining about though?
You're making them uncomfortable recording them. They don't know.
They out in
They don't
public.
know if you're watching them.
They out in public.
There.
I don't know if they watching me either. They got cameras looking at me.
But you're here. And
Okay.
that's why they want you to go.
I got the right to be here, right?
Okay, but not to record.
Why not?
You can be sitting here all day, but they don't want the camera here.
Okay, well, you know, a lot of people want a lot of things, man. I like the building. I want to record the building. Is that a problem, though?
On the side, but people are coming in here to spend their money with this bank, and they have a right to say so.
The question finally landed. Was this really arrest-worthy? Just standing here? The answer wasn't clear, only circular. Recording was the issue, not the location, not the presence, just a camera. Concerns were raised about customers, about discomfort, about perception. Public space blurred with private fear. Rights were mentioned, then quietly narrowed. Standing was allowed. Watching was tolerated. Recording crossed an invisible line. Complaints were cited, though never defined. Surveillance already existed, unnoticed, unquestioned. Cameras pointed outward were acceptable. One pointed back became a problem. The justification shifted from law to comfort, from legality to preference. And in that moment, The real conflict surfaced, not about safety, not about crime, but about who gets to observe and who gets uncomfortable when they're being seen.
I don't know. This is out in public. When you out in public, there's no expectations of privacy.
Not having a camera reported at somebody. You have a debit card, right? You go to the bank, right?
Yep.
And when you go to the bank,
when I go to the bank,
you at the ATM machine?
Of course, every time. No. When you go to the ATM, they don't record you every time.
That's for the business, not as an.
It don't make a difference. Who recording? How?
It does.
How?
What if you're looking at somebody putting their pin?
What if it ain't what you do it ain't what you look at when you recording. It's what you do with the information after you get it.
And that's the question. What are you going to be doing with the information once you get it?
If you don't do nothing with it, there's no crime.
What are you saying then?
There's no crime.
It is a crime.
So why are you recording? What's your reasoning? Why are you reporting the bank? What's your reason?
So now I gotta have a reason to record.
I mean,
to take pictures.
Do people just normally just stand and record a bank?
Yeah. We're taking pictures, man, recording.
Taking pictures of a bank?
Yeah.
Saturday?
Yeah.
The debate shifted into logic and legality. Public space, public cameras, public exposure. There's no expectation of privacy. A simple ATM transaction, recorded countless times, was routine, but pointing a lens back at the watchers, that changed everything. Questions flew. What would be done with the footage? How would it be used? Yet the answer remained simple. Nothing. No harm. No crime. Still, the tension lingered, because perception often outweighs law. Why was the camera there? To record a building, to capture a Saturday, to take pictures. The reasoning was mundane, almost trivial, but the confrontation made it feel monumental. A quiet reminder that in public spaces, rights and comfort collide, and even the simplest action can spark a storm.
What are you guys doing on a Saturday? You here watching me take pictures? You guys ain't got nothing to do.
You taking pictures of the bank.
And when you got called here, you see me taking pictures. You see I ain't doing nothing wrong, so you guys can leave.
Nobody really just reports a bank.
You know, it's weird, but it ain't illegal, you know? Some things is weird. Another one? For a man with a camera? Oh my God.
Reporting a bank for no reason.
This is crazy. And look how you guys park, man. Look how you guys parking.
What's your name, boss man?
I'm not giving you my name.
All right, well listen. You can stand out there as long as you want. This don't come in.
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
Have a great day.
We done.
Oh yeah.
Come in the parking lot.
All right, see you later, tyrant.
Right, you're being trespassed from TD Bank, okay?
How can you be trespassed
on the property?
How can you be trespassed and I never been on the property?
Private property, okay? If you step back onto the property, we come back, you will be locked up for defiant trespass.
Okay.
I'm giving you notice.
You got a card? You got a card?
I don't have a card.
Where your police department at? Where your police department at?
Edison Police Department.
All right. You got a card?
No, I don't.
All right, because you got your body cam when you was in there? You had your body cam on?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to request that body cam from you.
That's okay.
I am. Because you dirty. I know you dirty. You dirty. Yeah, you dirty.
Good luck with everything, all right?
Yeah, you too. Good luck.
The Saturday standoff had reached its peak. Questions, commands, and frustration collided in the parking lot. Cameras still rolling, recording a moment that felt bigger than it was. No crime had been committed, yet the warnings came. Trespass notices, badge numbers exchanged, jurisdiction asserted. You can stand out here, just don't cross the line, one voice warned. Legal boundaries met personal conviction. Names were withheld. IDs refused. Body cams were requested. Hints of distrust lingering in every word. And still, the camera captured all. An ordinary building, a Saturday afternoon, transformed into a stage for tension, rights, and authority. In the end, caution and compliance walked side by side, leaving questions unresolved but stories preserved, frame by frame. For anyone willing to watch closely,